Hey, what's up? This is Taib from houseofkicks.com, and I got a quick show for you tonight. All right, now let me get to it. Turn this off. And if you see the title of the post or the video, it says fake Yeezy 350 blue tint. Does it even matter? And there's a reason why I put the title that way, because and I've seen a lot of people pretty much just talking so much trash about some of the comparisons that I do. And you know what? They are kind of right to some extent, because when you look at a fake shoe and the authentic shoe, and it takes you like an hour to try to find the flaws on between the fake one and the authentic one, there is a problem. And that's what I was thinking about when I did this one tonight, because a brand like Adidas, I mean, the shoe doesn't really have the Yeezy 350 doesn't really have a structure, in the sense that the shape is just so weird. So when you look at the size 8, 2 size 8, and then you put them together, there's always like some slight differences, and then even between authentic shoes. So it's getting to the point where it's pointless for people to do comparisons between fakes and authentic, especially when it comes to the 350, because it doesn't even matter anymore. Like when you look at the shoe, the material used is the same. Even the boost, they actually get their hands on like raw OEM material. So it's like, does it even matter anymore? If I could get the same shoe from a fake website that has the same pretty much quality as the authentic, why would I want to pay $220 for the fake ones and for the authentic one? You see what I'm saying? So it raises a lot of questions. So that means Adidas need to step their game up, because if the fake is here and the authentic is here, and the gap in between, the gap used to be like this. It used to be like you had a fake one, you had the authentic, and there was a major gap. You could tell like you didn't have to be trained. Now it's almost like you have to take courses, college courses, just to authenticate your sneaker. We have websites like StockX now that will actually authenticate your shoe for you. It didn't used to be this way before. You could just send pictures, I'll be like, oh, that's fake. Now it's like you got to look at it, put some magnifying glasses on, and you just keep looking and looking and looking. It's just too hard. So the gap used to be this way. Now the gap is like here, and then soon enough it's going to be here. I think the gap is already here, where there is no difference. Now, with that said, I want to show you what I think I saw between the fake 350 and blue tint and the authentic one. And then you tell me whether I was wrong or not. Now, disclaimer, before I get into it, I want to clear something now. It's a size 8.5 that I was sent by my friend Khadijah from Midwest SNS, and she was gracious enough to send me pictures, and I put them side by side. And like I say, it took me like a couple hours just to come up with some things that I feel like, man, it's really pointless at this point. All right, so let me share my screen, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now here, let's start with the back. Now, if you look at the back, again, these are 2 size 8.5, and this is the authentic, and this is the fake one. I give you a close-up picture. Now, if you look at the tab here, the spacing between the S and the end of the tab is smaller on the authentic. Fake is a little wider. All right. And that line that I mentioned in my last video, I told you that the tab sits on top of it. And again, it happens here. The tab here on the fake one is kind of adjacent to the line, or the intersect, if you want to use that word. And again, the inclination of the tab is just different. Here, it's a little steeper on the authentic, and on the fake one is more flat. You can see that here, right? Again, you can always go back on the article and then watch the entire, and then read the entire post. Now, I did not want to talk about the sole or the midsole here, because I don't see a difference. Like I'm looking at it. Okay, you can talk about the bump. The apparent bump here is more exaggerated. But again, you see another size 8.5 authentic, and then you look like the fake one. So I'm like, I'm not going to talk about it. It's just pointless. All right. Let me jump on the next slide. See, now the toe box. I didn't want to talk about this toe box, because I was like, am I really going to talk about this? Does it really matter? Now I feel like on the fake one is a lot more elevated. Now that's my observation. I may be wrong. You see here, there's like an arrow here. It feels like it's more elevated. Again, maybe it's because the pictures were taken in a different angle, but this is what I observe and this is what I see. If I'm wrong, you can tell me. And I'll show you another slide with the same toe box again. See, there's a toe box here. This is the fake one, and this is the authentic. Again, you can see that there's some kind of elevation here. The shape of it is just different. They don't have the same shape. It looks more rounded here, and this is more like it's just straight. It's just really sharp. And actually, for some reason, I don't know. Chris, my partner, said the toe box of the fake one actually looks better, which to me is like, wow, we've gone to that point where now, as people in the sneaker game, we talk about how fakes look better. This is bad, man. And let me get on to the next one. Now, this is where I thought, okay, this is stupid. Now, if I have to look at the inside label of a shoe to authenticate it, then there's something wrong. Now, this is the size, this is the authentic one, and this is from the US retailers pairs. So that means the shoe that I was using as my authentic, my backdrop for the authentic one is a US pair. So this is what it's supposed to be here. There's numbers here, the references here are not the same, and they're both size 8.5, and I'm thinking it should be the same if they both come from the United States and they were from like US retailers. I may be wrong. I don't know a lot about Yeezys, but this is what I'm observing. Again, the made in China, the letters here are a lot bigger than this one. These are more thin. Again, does this really matter? I feel stupid even saying it's like letters. I mean, it's just really just intricate details inside the shoe that don't really matter. It's just on a label, right? Let me look at something else. Now, the box again, this is the authentic pair. This detail here is missing on the fake one. It says inside, and it doesn't say it here. Now, how hard is it for the replica factory to go back and say, you know what, let's fix the box label? It's going to take them like 2 seconds to get this done. Now, the colorway is just, it's also different. You know, the way it reads, it says blue tint and all that kind of stuff. If you look at this one, it's not the same, right? Let me go on to something else. I want to show you the UPC code or the barcode, whatever you want to say. Again, the barcode between both of them is not the same. This is the US pair, the authentic, and this is the fake one. They don't read the same thing. Now, again, this is just a detail that I feel like I need to mention because this, if you're going to authenticate something, then you need to go through all the single things about the shoe, right? Again, who cares about the box? People ain't going to wear the box. So that's what I'm saying, man. We've gone to the point where if the box is what we're going to use to authenticate the shoe, it's bad. That means Adidas need to step their game up. This is $220 that I'm paying for a shoe. Actually, if I can't get there, I go on eBay and pay $500 for a shoe like this when a fake website selling the same thing for like 80. So people are like, you know what do I care? Ain't nobody going to come and look at my shoe. You're not going to come and look at my label. So I'll buy the fake one. That's the way people are thinking. Now, look. Now, this is the Boost. I did not see a difference. Now, people are going to talk about how the sole, the color. No, that's because this picture of the fake one was taken outdoor and this was taken indoor. So that's why I didn't want to talk about difference here, because this is just, I don't want to focus on stuff like that. You know, I'm looking at the Boost. If you look at the Boost here, do you see any difference? Now, maybe if I feel it, you may feel a little different. But from the when someone want to buy this online, they're not going to hold the shoe until they get it on hand. You see what I'm saying? So if you were on eBay and you saw this, you wouldn't even know. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's pretty bad, man. And when I look at the inside, the sock liner, again, on the authentic, it looks faded. On the fake one, it looks more bold. Now, look at it. You're sitting there, you're like, man, most people are going to be like, the fake one looks better because it's not faded, you know? So that's what I'm saying. It's just too hard. It's too complicated. And at this point, it's like, does it even matter? Do I even need to do this kind of real versus fake anymore? I don't think I need to, man. Let me stop this and talk to you guys face to face. You see what I'm saying? Like, Adidas got to step their game up. If you're making a shoe that's like $220 and it's so easy to replicate it, why would anyone, a consumer, pay you $220 to get this shoe? You know, people can get those from those websites. You know, I'm not going to put them up here because I don't want to lead people astray. I don't want to start putting this kind of information here for you to go buy those fakes. But you can find them. Go on Google and search them. You probably find them. You see what I'm saying? So it's to the point where, you know, like Adidas, you got to do better. If people are paying you $220 then you need to come up with a product that's unique, that has like intricate details, elaborate details that cannot be replicated. If it's too easy to go to a factory and get it done, why should I pay you? Yes, you have the trademark. Yes, you have all this, but you're giving me a product that can be easily done by somebody else, where the gap between them is like this. There's no gap. So why should I pay you $220? Do better. That's all I'm saying. All right. I hope you like this, man. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. This is Ty from House of Kicks, and stay tuned for more sneakers of more stuff like this.